Well, good evening, sports fans, and welcome to another exciting edition of Baseball Stars here on Adirondack Rick. I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23, and Adirondack Rick, of course, will be joining me on the commentary for this exciting game that we've got lined up for you today. We've got the Adirondack Mechanic Fives, who are 2-1, taking on the Spiral Cave Bunnies, who are 1-2. Adirondacks are the away team, and the Spiral Cave Bunnies are the home team. So
other way around, but yes.
Okay, so Adirondacks are the road team.
Yeah, the Spiral Cave Bunnies are going to be the away team. Adirondack Mechanic Fives are going to be the home team. And there's an interesting mechanic that's going to be going into this fourth game of this session. We have not seen the home team win a game yet.
Yeah, that's right. It feels like we're in the 2019 World Series here, where the road team won every single game. So we're going to see if the Adirondack Mechanic Fives can buck that trend, as they are the home team for tonight's contest. But
it's not going to be easy.
No.
The Spiral Cave Bunnies came out, and they definitely came out swinging back last night, finally getting their first win on the board thanks to some big-time home runs. As you can see, we have a lot of home runs already on the board for this season. Melchior and Adirondack and Tracy leading the league with 4 home runs. How about the power we're seeing so far in this league?
Oh, it's absolutely tremendous. It feels like we're watching home run derby between these two teams. And if you're trying to get a shutout between either one of those teams, well, good luck. You'll need it, because these two teams are packed with power.
Adirondack and Tracy leading the league with 8 RBIs. Bizzle and Lana are your number 2 and number 3. All right, so let's go ahead and put out a prediction first before we get things going. How about we ask the question, what team do you think is going to win game number 4? Is it going to be the home team, home Adirondack Mechanic Fives, or is it going to be the Spiral Cave Bunnies?
That's a good question. I think I'll make a guess on it.
All right, you've got 2 minutes to go ahead and put your predictions in. All right, what are you looking forward to in this matchup here, Loz Cards fan? You've had a chance to take a look at the first 3 games. You've been in the audience. Now you're here in the booth alongside me. What has impressed you about the first 3 games?
Well, what's impressed me is the fight that both of these teams have put up offensively. I mean, you look at the numbers here and look at the ERAs. You know, we just scrolled on that really quickly. Your leading ERA is Onitru with a 2.25 ERA, which in this league is rather impressive. That might as well be a .25 ERA.
Yeah, there's been a lot of base hits and a lot of things going on over here. I think the tarp is coming off the field. That's good news. We had a little bit of a storm pass through here to begin things going, but I think it's time to play some baseball. What do you think?
Oh, I agree 100% here. We're going to see if the Mechanic Fives can be the first home team to win it here, or if the Bunnies are going to keep the road team streak going alive here. And boy, look at these predictions here. It's overwhelmingly a big majority are voting on the Bunnies to keep the road streak going here. So we'll see if that ends up being the case.
And if that is the case, they're going to be going and evening out the season. Let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineups for both of these teams. We'll start with the Spiral Cave Bunnies. Loz Cards fan, what is the batting lineup for the Bunnies?
I'm about to take a look at that right now for the Bunnies here. So we have the leadoff batter playing center field. It's Smile Fires. Batting second and playing left field, we got Captain 1977. Batting second is Fred Coughlin, the second baseman. Batting cleanup is the first baseman, Z-Man. We've got batting fifth, Yarn Dragon Tracy in right field. Batting sixth is Drew Conclusion playing third base. Seventh is Shock Ninja, who is the shortstop. All Dog is going to be behind the plate and batting eighth. And our pitcher on the mound for the Spiral Cave Bunnies, batting ninth, Moon Risen Phoenix.
And on the bench is Zelgadistan, who wound up hitting a grand slam home run in the third inning of game number 3. How about the Adirondack Mechanic Fives?
All right, so for the Adirondack Mechanic Fives, batting leadoff and playing shortstop, we've got T. Murdoch 8, batting second, the second baseman, Crimson Avix. Batting third and playing a right field, we've got Bizzle 62. The cleanup batter, batting fourth, is Malchior, going to be behind the plate at catcher. Batting fifth, Silly Person, playing first.
And before we get to the bench for the Adirondack Mechanic Fives, thank you so much, Link to the Past Ken, for the 10 months with a Prime sub. Much appreciated. Can I get some Adirondack Bunnies in chat for that? Also, Archangel Sax on the bench. Both benches having some fun time. All right. Are we ready to go? All right, let's go. Both teams setting up their lineups. Lineups are the same as we just mentioned just a moment ago as we start off the first. And with the call, here's the great Lots Cards Fan 25. Let's play ball. 23, rather. Oh. It's crossed. Absolutely splendid start to the game for the Bunnies. All right, well, that is catch having some tech issues here. It's out of here.
Foul, is that going to be playable? No. 0-1 is the count. Here's the 0-1. And that is outside. Ball one on the changeup. And here comes the pitch. And there's a fly ball to left field. This should be playable. And here comes the pitch. And the catch is made. 2 away. And now Shock Ninja comes to the plate, batting .230 on the season. Here's the pitch.
Foul
Brown ball, foul. Count is 0-1 now on Shock Ninja, and here's the pitch.
Just about
and
outside.
Outside. Yep. Tried the corner and missed. Ball one. And that is going to fall in for a base hit, and it gets by the left fielder. That is going to go potentially for extra bases, and it does. So a 2-out double for Shock Ninja.
Shock Ninja mentioning about always being an out. This time, not an out.
There's a fly ball to left center for Aldog, and that is going to be playable by the center fielder just shy of the track to end the inning. But a couple of home runs for the away team makes it 4-0. And now here we go in the home half of the inning for the Adirondack 5, and it's a chopper to the first baseman. Easy play, 1 gone. Here's Crimson Avix batting .307 with 3 home runs on the young season. Popped up behind the plate, and this is going to be playable for the second out of the inning.
Would be nice to get a 1-2-3 inning for Moonrisen Phoenix.
Well, here comes Bizzle, and Bizzle hits a high. Nope, that is going to be gone, just sneaking over the fence. So there goes the prospect of a 1-2-3 inning. Bizzle with a home run to left field, and the Adirondacks are on the board. It's 4-1. Here comes Malchior coming into the game. Was tied for the league with 4 home runs. Swings at that one in the dirt. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Fly ball, foul, and out of play. And down in the count, 0-2 is Malchior. Batting .538 on the season. Here comes the pitch. Another chopper foul. We'll do it again. Comes the 0-2 pitch, a fastball, high fly ball to medium right field. That's going to be playable to end the inning. But the Adirondacks pick up 1 run. So after 1 inning of play, the Bunnies lead it 4-1, and Moonrisen Phoenix will lead it off here for the Bunnies. It's a smoker down the third base line, but foul, out of play.
They're going to go ahead and call time so we can recap that first inning. How about that first inning, Lost Cards fan? Big, booming home runs as Spiral K Bunnies sent 8 to the plate in that first, top of the first.
Oh, a fantastic inning for the Bunnies here. And Yarn Dragon Tracy now leading the lead with that 5th home run of the season, driving in 3, having themselves a fantastic season up to this point. And I'll tell you what, a pretty good job there. We almost had that 1-2-3 inning. That home run there ended up being the difference between having that 1-2-3 inning, but still a really good start for the Bunnies. Again, as I mentioned, you're going to see a lot of offense between these two teams. So giving up only 1 run, that's pretty respectable.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that you only had that 1 run, that 1 base hit that was allowed against you compared to the other giving up 4, definitely a good start as we get going here in the second. We've already taken a strike on the call here in the top of the second. Back to the call for Lost Cards fan.
Thank you very much, Rick. So the count is 0-1 on the pitcher, Moonrisen Phoenix. Here it comes. High fly ball to left. That will be playable.
Yep.
And there is the first out.
By Mike is a fighter. 1 away.
Back to the top of the order, and Smile fires, and it's a line drive over the second baseman's head, rounding first, and is going for second. Here comes the throw, and it is cut off, throws to third, and so that'll be a 1-out double for Smile.
2 for 2 on the game. Here's Captain.
This has a home run to go with that double. Here is Captain, batting .500 on the season, and the count is 1-1 as that pitch misses outside.
Had a base
Slow
hit first time
chopper
up.
Going for third and is caught in a rundown and out. So Smile fires with a base running mistake there as Captain will reach on the fielder's choice. There's a chopper to short. The short way to second will end the inning. So nothing there for the Bunnies, and through 1.5, it is still 4-1. So a big opportunity now for the Adirondacks to perhaps cut into that lead.
Yeah, losing both base runners wound up not helping out at all. And, I mean, the unfortunate thing for Smile Fires was getting caught between second and third. Captain hit it to the wrong place, right to the shortstop.
Yeah, just couldn't get back there and just got caught in that rundown. There was not much they could do about that, so that kind of wiped out that inning. But we'll see what happens as the Adirondack Mechanic 5s are going to have 5, 6, 7 to lead off the inning. So here is Silly Person here in the first baseman, and it's down the line, fair ball, and that is going to get into the corner here. Yep. That'll be a long single for Silly Person. So good start here for the Adirondacks. And there is a fly ball to right field, which is not going to be playable. So it is 0-1 on Angel, who's only batting 0-90 so far in the season. So trying to turn this around here. A chopper. This could be 2, 5, 4, but they cannot get the double play, so that will be a force out on the fielder's choice. 1 away. Mike is a fighter. This could be 2, 6, 4, 3. Just got Mike as a fighter in time, and that is a 3-up, 3-down inning with the thanks to that double play. So some really good pitching so far for Moon Risen Phoenix.
Yeah, getting some good help on the defense on the backside. They're getting that ground into double play definitely helps things out. No runs, 1 hit. Nobody was left on base for the Adirondack Mechanic Fives. As now we hit to the top of the third, it is 4-1 here in this game. And early on in this game, it seems like the Bunnies want to continue the trend of the road team prevailing.
Yeah, it's looking good so far. A couple of zeros on the board there in the second inning for both respective teams. A base running blunder there for the Bunnies, and some really good defense, though, from the Bunnies in their defensive half of the second inning. So I do believe now that it's the third inning, you will take over as the main commentator.
Yeah, and I think when it comes to Smile Fires, there's just an unfortunate scenario there of Captain hitting it right to the wrong place. It was one of those try to hit and runs, and just in the wrong place at the wrong time. All right, top of the third, we start off with Z-Man. Z-Man has 1 home run of the season, a .266 hitter for the first baseman. As Anachu gets ready to deliver, and this gets popped up into the air. Here comes Bizzle underneath it, makes the catch, 1 away. Yarn Dragon Tracy, 5 home runs on the season, .571 hitter, booming, and it's out of here. No doubter.
Second home run of the game there for Yarn Dragon Tracy. Is driven in 4, and now 6 home runs on the season. Boy, what a hitter.
Maybe not try to pitch to Yarn Dragon Tracy. Here's Drew a conclusion. Flew out to left field last time up. Ball 1. Another ball 2. Yarn Dragon Tracy now with 4 RBIs in the game. How about that? Nice start to the game.
Oh, an excellent start. 2 for 2 with 2 home runs. I mean, we could see something magical here, but there's a ground out to the shortstop for the first out.
Yeah,
or second out, I beg your pardon.
For the second out, 2 down. Shock Ninja up, .285 hitter. Looks outside, ball 1. Hit a double last time up. Was stranded after All Dog got retired. Anachu just does not want to pitch over the strike zone right now. This popped up going foul and not catchable.
Yeah, just was a little bit out of the range there of the third baseman.
All right, 3-1, 2 away. Popped up. Melchior underneath it. Makes the catch, side retired.
Yeah, very good job there from Anachu to stop the bleeding there after giving up that second home run to Yarn Dragon Tracy, who's driven in 4. So right now it's 5-1. It's definitely still in the realm of reason here for the Adirondack Mechanic Fives, but they got to start scoring some runs here.
If they've only had that one base, or they've had multiple base hits, 2 of them, but only 1 run was scored on the home run by Bizzle. As we now will have the 8, 9, and 1 hitters coming up for the Adirondack Mechanic 5, starting off with Lana Bean, has hit 3 home runs on the season, .538 hitter. Moon Risen Phoenix ready to deliver at the bottom of the third. Noticing a trend with the pitchers wanting to stay outside. On the side of the plate, picked up by the third base, and just in time.
Oh, what a play there. Just in time to get Lana Bean. Great play there by Drew a conclusion.
And we have Archangel Sax now up to bat here in the bottom of the third. Anachu's day is already done as pitcher. Hit down the right field line, but picked up by the first baseman, who will take it. D-Man takes it himself for the second out. Blasted! T. Murdoch out of here!
All right, the second solo home run there for the Spiral K Bunnies, and we're back to a 3-run game here. So T. Murdoch on the board here today.
5-2 in favor of the Bunnies. 5-2, bottom of the third. Picked up by the third baseman. Fires to first, side, retired. What about that for a throw?
Yeah, Drew Conclusion definitely had a nice cannon throw there to get the out easily there on Crimson Avix, but the home run there keeps it a 3-run game as we now go into the 4th inning. We're going to see if the new pitcher, Anachu 3, who currently leads the league with a 2.25 ERA, can keep it to a 3-run game.
Yeah, but before we do that, we got a little bit of business to take care of. As we do want to thank Silly Person who gifted a sub to Anachu. 862 total gifted subs here to this channel over the course of the last 5+ years. Thank you so much for that, Silly Person. Can I get some love and Adirondack Bunnies in chat for Silly Person? Can I get some love and Adirondack Bunnies in chat for Lost Cards fan doing a wonderful job here alongside me in the booth as we get ready for this 4th inning. For the Spiral K Bunnies, you're going to have the 8, 9, and 1 hitters. Going to be a fun upcoming inning here for the Spiral K Bunnies, hoping to even this and make it a 2-2 start through the first 4 games of this season. 31 games. Going to be a lot of games to play between these two teams.
Yeah, so it's pretty much a race to who's going to get the first 16 wins here to determine this year's champion.
All right, so as we get ready for the bottom of the 4th, Owl Dog is going to be up to bat. Flew out to center field last time up.
Let's see what Owl Dog can do.
Anachu moves aside. Here comes Krim to make the catch for the first out. Krim screamed,
One
"I
pitch,
got it."
one out. Yeah, he definitely did.
Moon Risen Phoenix looks inside, ball 1. Inside, ball 2. Blasts it over towards the right center, and it is caught by Bizzle for the second out. Nice run over there by Bizzle up on the warning track.
Great play to deny Phoenix there.
Smile fires 2 for 2 on the game. Had a double last time up, but was caught between second and third. Inside, ball 1, 1-1, 2 away. That barely was a ball. I thought it may have clipped that plate, but it didn't. Now we have a 2-2, 2 away. Smile fires 4 home runs. Looks at a strike 3, side retired. How about that?
Boy, I must say that 2-1 pitch looked like a makeup call there, because I agree with that. That 1-1 pitch definitely looked like that was a strike, but that 2-1 pitch, that looked like that was a ball there. So that looked like a makeup call. So in the end, our first strikeout of the day, and it's caught looking there. So Smile Fire's perfect game is over, but it is still 5-2 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. We'll see again if the Adirondack Mechanic 5s can cut it to that lead. They have not been closer than this all game so far.
Spiral K Bunnies, no runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left in their 4th inning. We're now 3.5 innings through, 5-2. And coming up here, we're going to have the 3, 4, and 5. So the heart of the lineup coming up here for Moonrise and Phoenix. And wouldn't you say that the second time through the lineup is a very difficult run if you're the pitcher?
Yeah, I mean, you face the batters of 4, and the batters usually have the advantage when you get to the second or the third time in the lineup here. And, now you've got the heart of the order. Bizzle hit the home run in that first inning to put the Adirondack Mechanic 5s on the board. You've got Melchior, who coming in led the league, I beg your pardon, with 4 home runs, is now 2 behind the leader in Yarn Dragon Tracy. And then you've got Silly Person, who's been hitting the ball very well too. So this is going to be a real test here for Moonrise and Phoenix to try to keep this a 3-run lead.
All right, as we begin the bottom of the 4th, Bizzle up to plate. Had a home run last time up, one of the 2 runs against Moonrise and Phoenix in this game. Strike 1 called. Now this over towards the third base side. Drew a conclusion. How about the cannon arm from Drew a conclusion?
Yeah, Drew Conclusion's been busy at that hot corner tonight.
Melchior over towards the right field side, and just in time is Yarn Dragon Tracy for the out.
Fantastic play right there from Yarn Dragon Tracy.
Silly Person now up to bat. 2 away. 2 home runs for Silly Person this season. Looks at a couple of balls outside. The 2-0. Crushes this. This is out of here.
Boy, that is long, long gone. And for the first time, they've made it a 2-run game. So that's their 3rd solo home run. And you never like seeing that coming with 2 outs. That is the 2nd 2-out home run that the Adirondack Mechanic Fives have hit today.
Angel of Sin up to bat's been struggling through the first 3 games of the season with a .083 or batting average. 0-2 now to Angel. Inside ball 1. Try to get Angel fooled on that delivery. Hit over towards the right field side. Caught by the first baseman. And he runs to first. 3 unassisted to put that away. So after the home run, and it's another inning where they get a single home run on the board. And they have now made it a 2-run game after 4 innings. What a start to this game it's been. And you can't ever put the Mechanic Fives out of this game because they did that back in game number 1. Spiral K Bunnies had a lead into the 8th inning, and then the Adirondack Mechanic Fives just came back.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Anachu did a really good job stopping the bleeding after giving up those 4 runs in the first inning. Has only given up 1 run since then, and going to see if Anachu can keep the hot streak going here and keep the Spiral Cave Bunnies off the board and try to keep that coming back alive here.
Anachu with a 1-2-3 inning back in the 4th inning as we now turn things over in the top of the 5th to Lost Cards Van.
Thank you very much, Rick. So here we go in the top of the 5th inning. Captain is going to lead it off. Currently batting .529, is fooled on that pitch in the dirt. Strike 1.
Sinker got him fooled there. Looks outside of the ball 1.
Yeah, I wasn't going to bite at that pitch. Here comes the 1-1 from Anachu. Inside, and it is a fastball that misses. Ball 2. 2-1 is the count now on Captain, who it's a ground ball to the shortstop. Easy play, and that'll be Shock Ninja, who will retire. And now we go to Fred Coughlin. I'm sorry, that would be T. Murdoch, as Fred Coughlin hits a fly ball to left center field. Nice play there from the left fielder, Mike is a fighter. And 2 quick outs here for Anachu. Z-Man comes to the play and hits a pop-up to shallow center field. And the center fielder, Angel of Sin, will make the catch in a quick 1-2-3 inning. Just what the doctor ordered there, Rick. It's still 5-3, and here come the Mechanic Fives.
Yeah, that's back-to-back 1-2-3 innings for the Mechanic Fives and Anachu. That is the exact thing that, as you were pointing out, the Adirondack Mechanic Fives needed to have. We hope you can make your way out to the ballpark, whatever team is going to be home on whatever day we're going to be doing that. It's bobblehead night. Whose bobblehead's going to be? I don't know. It's a promo that they tell me to read by force. Right, Lost Cards fan?
Oh, yeah. So it's one of those mystery bobbleheads. I've been to a ball game like that. I don't think it was bobbleheads. It was actually mystery 2004 NL championship rings. I was in St. Louis a few years ago, where it was I believe the 15-year anniversary. So it was 2019, the 15-year anniversary of the NLCS between the Houston Astros and the St. Louis Cardinals. And yeah, they had a mystery ring giveaway. I ended up getting Mike Matheny's ring.
Tickets are still available. Call 1-888-BUNNIES. Don't actually call that number, please. All right, enough of the live promo reads that we have to do here at the booth. Now we hit to the bottom of the 5th, and Mike is a fighter is up to bat.
All right, Mike is a fighter here, batting .285 with a home run here. Going to try to get things started here for the Mechanic Fives, and that is not going to do the job here to left center. That'll be an easy play right there for the captain. So 1 away.
Lana Bean up, 3 home runs on the season. Grounded out to the second base, or rather third base last time up. One of the
it was a fantastic play.
Drew.
Count is 0-2 now on Lana. Here comes the pitch, and right back to Drew conclusion. A much easier opportunity, and that is a couple of ground outs now for Lana Bean to Drew conclusion. So 2 quick outs here as Anachu is going to bat here, and another grounder to third base, but going to have to hurry and just in time to get Anachu. So there's Moonrise and Phoenix answering Anachu's 1-2-3 inning with a 1-2-3 inning of his own there, Rick.
No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base at the end of 5. It's 5-3 in favor of the Spiral K Bunnies here on the Bunny Network. All right, we've got the 5, 6, 7 hitters coming up here next to Loz Cards fan. Yarn Dragon Tracy has hit 2 home runs. Can Yarn Dragon Tracy make it 3 home runs this game?
I certainly think Tracy's got a good opportunity here. Now betting 600 with 6 home runs on the season. Tracy has been a very difficult out here, and I know I have no control of this, but I'll tell you what, if I was Anachu here, I would just give him the Barry Bonds treatment and just put him on.
When's the last time you've seen a player have 3 home runs in a single game?
Ivan Herrera.
I knew you were going to come up with a statistic for me. Right off the top of your head. Off the cuff. How about that?
Absolutely. He actually became the first Cardinals catcher to have a 3 home run game in their franchise history. So it was a very impressive performance there from the young Cardinal catcher.
Anachu finishing up the warm-up throws, and here is the first pitch at the top of the 6th. Loz?
All right, here we go. Top of the 6th here. We'll see if Anachu can keep it going here. Again, coming in with a 2.25 ERA, has lowered that ERA and starts with a ball to the dangerous Yarn Dragon Tracy. This time it's a harmless fly ball to center field. This one will be playable. And for the first time is Yarn Dragon Tracy, who will be retired, 1 out.
Drew a conclusion, 200 hitter now.
Has had some great defense here, and that's a short fly ball to left, and that catch will be made by Mike as a fighter. So 2 quick outs here for Anachu here as the first pitch to Shot Ninja misses inside for a ball.
Anachu looking for this 3rd straight 1-2-3 inning.
Just missed the corner there, and this one is taken down the middle. It is 2-1 to Shot Ninja and popped up to third. Easy play here for Lana Bean. Makes the catch, and another 1-2-3 inning, the 3rd consecutive there for Anachu. Boy, really has settled in these last several innings.
Just a little bit of a clerical note there. That was actually Murdoch who came over from shortstop to put that pop up. But F8, F7, and F6. That is 3 straight 1-2-3 innings for Anachu, showing why they are the league leader in earned run average so far. That's 3 solid innings pitched for the relief pitcher.
Yeah, a really, really good job. 3 amazing innings from Anachu so far here as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Now you got the top of the order. You got T. Murdoch, Crimson Avix, and Bizzle 62. T. Murdoch and Bizzle have both homered already in this game, so got to get those guys going if you want to see the Mechanic Fives become the first home team to get a win this season.
Yep, the Spiral K Bunnies trying to even out the record after losing the first 2 at home. Now the Mechanic Fives trying to win these 2 games, or win this game to salvage their 2-game home stretch before the series shifts back to the Spiral K Bunnies to be the home team for 4 straight for the weekend series.
Yes, it'll be interesting to see how this plays out.
All right, so now to the bottom of the 6th, starting off with T. Murdoch, the top of the lineup with Lost Cards fan.
You got it. Here we go. So T. Murdoch, home run here on this game. We'll see if we can make it 2 here. Batting .411 now. Chopper to first. That'll be an easy play there for Z-Man. 1 out.
3 unassisted. Prim up to bat, grounded to the third base side last time up.
There's a high fly ball to left field, but this is going to be playable for the captain and 2 quick outs. So we're seeing a lot of great pitching. You know, since that first inning, it's just been nothing but pitching here from both sides here. So Bizzle, round ball to short. Great play there. Nice range, but not going to get him in time. Beats the throw. That'll be an infield hit for Bizzle. 2 hits on the game. Here's Malchior, who could tie it up with one swing, has 4 home runs on the season, currently batting .466. As the pitch misses inside, it is 2-0 to the catcher Malchior, who smokes it down the first base side, but foul. 2-1 is the count now. Here's the pitch, base hit.
Yeah. Rounding first and going to, or rather rounding second, going to third is Bizzle. So runners on the corner, 2 away.
Yeah, a 2-out double here. So now a base hit could tie this game. A home run would give him the lead. Here's Silly Person, the first baseman, but it's a little blooper towards right center field. But the center fielder, Smile Fires, will make the catch, and a bullet dodge right there from Moon Risen Phoenix. Got into some trouble there, but it is still 5-3. And I do believe we got to take a little bit of a break here.
Well,
but we do
I
see
guess we have the first out already, so, well, that happened. Pop up and out for All Dog, and now Moon Risen Phoenix is going to be the next one up to bat. But, yeah, solid pitching for both sides here in those last several innings, because as you pointed out, that first inning made you wonder just how that game was going to be played out.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've seen 5 runs scored in the first inning between the two teams. Since then, just 3 runs across, all on home runs. A chance there for the Mechanic Fives to tie or even take the lead, but just didn't happen there as Moon Risen Phoenix was able to escape the jam, and right now currently on track for a quality start here, Rick.
Yeah, it's retired this last... Dating back to just taking a look at the notes here, that's 10 straight batters that Anachu 3 has retired.
Yeah, 10 up, 10 down. You certainly love to see it. So we go to the top of the 7th inning, and back on the call here, we've got Adirondack Rick.
All right, Moon Risen Phoenix waiting for this pitch. It's over the head and into right field. That's a base hit for Moon Risen Phoenix, who rounds first, heading over to second, trying to beat up throw, and they're going to just throw it over towards third to save Moon Risen Phoenix. And now we have a change of pitcher.
I'll tell you what, though,
coming up.
Impressive performance there from Anachu. Had retired the first 10, finally gave up a double, but that's a really, really good performance.
Wildfires hits it over towards right foul side and is caught by Silly Person for the out. It's popped up over towards third, and that is out number 3. End of the inning after the second player hit on with a double and was left on base.
Tell you what, Anachu 3 continuing to lower that league-leading ERA. 3 1/3 scoreless innings right there. No runs, just the 1 double. Very impressive performance. Has kept the Adirondack Mechanic Fives alive in this game. But this offense needs to start getting going here. They are running out of outs, Rick.
Yeah, Moon Risen Phoenix has done a great job holding the Mechanic Fives at bay for now, as they deal with his 6, 7, and 8 hitters coming up with Angel of Sin. And I goofed up in my book. I thought that hit over the shortstop was going to get in time to retire Bizzle, so I already had crossed out the rest of the batters.
Oh, jeer.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those unfortunates. You got to make sure that you look at the official when they say safe before you actually do start to scribble out and start to put in your notes who ended up doing it. Because I thought it was going to be a 1, 2, 3 inning, you know?
And that's what we all thought, but that didn't work out that way. But here we go. Time to stretch, by the way, here. 7th inning stretch time.
Yeah, we would do take me out to the ball game, but I've decided that, you know what, you don't want to hear me sing.
No, and I no offense, Rick, but I'd probably rather listen to Mike Ditka's version of it. Oh, that one is so hilarious. Oh, every time I listen to it, I just laugh. It's so bad, but so good. You know what I mean?
Let me guess, he did it for the Chicago Cubs?
Of course, absolutely, it was for the Chicago Cubs.
What you're hearing is donation incentive, not carrot redemption.
Oh, that's a good one. Yes, a donation incentive to hear us both sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." Why not?
Oh gosh. Let's not give them any ideas. Angel of Sin to lead things off at the bottom of the 7th. Needs to really get the offensive struggles out of their mind. As we start off the bottom of the 7th, head over towards the third baseman, or rather first baseman, who will take it unassisted. Second time
another
been retired
chop in the
way.
first. I thought that was going to go foul.
Oh, this is towering, and it's out of here. It's a one-run game.
I was trying to climb over to Darren Clark style, but that was way out of here. No one was catching that one, and it's a one-run game.
Captain now is they're gonna need a left field replacement for Captain.
Oh, I think you're right about that. Lana with a fly ball to left.
Yep, and that was the end of Moon vs. Phoenix Tuesday. Now we have Moon vs. 5. As Anachu, the pitcher, up to plate here with 2 away. Takes a strike 1 in the dirt.
Impressive performance after, the 6 1/3, giving up 4 runs against this deadly lineup. Not quite a quality start, but still a very impressive outing nonetheless.
You're still in line for the win, so it's quality enough.
Certainly, indeed.
1-2, just misses the edge of the plate. Ball 2. I thought that could have caught it. Fouled back towards the tarp. 2-2, 2 away. Hit over second base, and into center field. It's a base hit for Anachu. Keeping things going, and we head to the top of the lineup. But T. Murdoch, who's already hit a home run, and now if T. Murdoch can do this again, as he hits it over towards right field, a base hit. Now we got runners on first and second.
And they're trying to get a 2-out rally going, Rick.
Popped up over towards left field. This is going to be caught by Captain, who has returned to the playing field after taking that tumble earlier on. That's good to see that Captain's able to do that, but that does leave 2 left on base. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors. 2 left on base after the F7 gets Crimson Avix retired, as we are 5-4. And the 8th inning coming up next for the 2 teams. This was the defining inning for the Mechanic Fives in the first game of the season. Can they make the comeback, Loss?
Well, the problem with the Mechanic Fives is that they've just not been able to hit with runners in scoring position there. They had second and third in that one inning. They just had first and second. Maybe try to get the tying run, perhaps take the lead. That didn't happen either. So the lead has been dwindling for the Spiral Cave Bunnies, but the Mechanic Fives have not been able to get those runners in scoring position in, have been relying on the long ball. Right now, that big 3-run home run that Yarn Dragon Tracy hit in that first inning, really looming to be large here. Wouldn't be the game-winning RBI, though, if you were playing baseball before 1988. You remember that statistic, game-winning RBIs?
I'm lucky I remember what I did last week, Lost Cards fan, live alone the baseball statistic from 1988. I don't even remember that. So, you want to tell people about that statistic while we get ready for the top of the 8th?
Well, basically what that statistic was, I think through 1988, that was the last year it was kept track. I don't remember the first year it was kept track, but basically when you had a game, whoever drove in what proved to be the winning run would be credited with the game-winning RBI on the box score stat sheet. But I guess a lot of people thought that stat was kind of redundant, so they got rid of that after the 1988 season.
Kind of like the game-winning goal in hockey.
Yep, exactly.
All right, top of the 9th inning, or top of the 8th inning first, we have Fred, Z-Man, and Yarn Dragon Tracy. Just called their name just a few moments ago. Fred, as singled in the first inning, was returned home by Yarn Dragon Tracy's home run, and then a flyout last time up to left field. Has 1 home run in this season, 588 hitter. It's over towards right center field, and it's going to be in for a base hit. Fred rounding first, but he's going to go back. Good decision not to, as that gets scooped up by Mike as a fighter. Here's Z-Man, right field side. For a base hit, Fred over to second. Runners on first, second, nobody away.
Now let's see how the Space Cave Bunnies do with runners in scoring position.
Over to the right, and that... I got questions on that one.
both base running and the fielding decision.
Yeah, if you ran, that's out of here. That's out of here. Drew a conclusion with a home run.
Oh, what a backbreaker home run right there from Drew Conclusion. Has flashed the leather throughout this game and now hits a killer 3-run home run. And the Bunnies are back to having a 4-run lead.
Picked up by Lana Bean, fires to first, and just in time for the second out.
Boy, I'd like to see a replay on that one. Very close. Count is 3-0 right now for Aldog and pops it up to the catcher. Will this one be in play? As we are going to take a look at the replay of that last one as the catch is made. Side is retired. And yeah, very, very close there, Rick.
Who caught that one?
That was the catcher. It was a foul out back to the catcher right there. So
right,
that
so
was,
F2.
Yep, F2.
All right. That was a huge home run by Drew a Conclusion. That 3-run shot has now made it 8-4, a big backbreaker. When the Adirondack Mechanic Fives had a chance, they had the go-ahead run on base in that bottom of the 7th.
Well, the 8th inning has proved to be unlucky for the Adirondack Mechanic 5 so far, but we'll see if the offense can get going as they now have the heart of the order. We got Bizzle, Malchior, and Silly Person. Those three have to get something going here against Moon Risen 5. Otherwise, it's going to be another loss for the home team.
Well, we'll see what happens. They still do have some room to work with, but yeah, as you mentioned, time is starting to run out as we get ready for the bottom of the 8th. Apparently, we missed our commercial break cue, and we came back just to see a ball 1 to Bizzle. At the bottom of the 8th, Bizzle had a single SM out, just barely getting by, and gets this over towards the left field wall for a base hit. And we'll stop at first. Third time on base for Bizzle.
Nice game for Bizzle here.
Over the right field side, and oh, no, but they almost got him, but they couldn't. That was incredible.
I almost turned into a double play there. That really would have been a disaster for the Mechanic Fives. They caught a break.
Very big break right there. 2-1. Silly Person had a home run earlier this game, also a single. Here goes an attempt to steal. Nope.
Bad idea. Why are you doing that when you're down 4?
Move yourself off the base, and that's popped up. Underneath it is the catcher. Side retired.
Yeah, it's just an inexplicable decision there when you're down by 4 runs. That run means nothing. You gotta get base runners on here. You don't need to steal a base there, and just a horrible decision right there. And that could be the dagger.
Yeah, if we take a look at that caught stealing over here. Yeah, that was. I like that throw to center field. Yeah, here you go, center fielder.
That was. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before. That was absolutely crazy. But I guess, just taunting the other team, saying, "Oh, we're gonna throw the ball away now that we've got you out. We're gonna show how bad our defense is."
Oh my goodness. But yeah, that was just unfortunate there for Adirondack Mechanic Fives. That could almost be the dagger for this game for them.
Oh, most certainly can be indeed. So we go to the top of the 9th here, and Phoenix right now, if they stay at bat, complete the game, they will have a shot at the save here, Rick.
As we have the 9, 1, and 2 hitters coming up for the Spiral K Bunnies, and back on the call for the 9th inning is Las Cars fan.
All right, thank you very much, Rick. So 8-4 here. We go to the top of the 9th. It is going to be Moon Risen Phoenix, who will bat for themselves here. Came in relief in the bottom of the 7th inning, and so far pitched an inning and 2/3 of scoreless. as that one catches the inside quarter on the fastball. 0-2 now to Phoenix. Here comes the pitch. There's a fly ball to left field. That one is going to be playable for Mike as a fighter, and there's the first out.
Head to the top of the lineup here. Smile Fires started out the game with a home run.
Fly ball to center field, and this one will also be playable as Angel camps under it, makes the catch, 2 gone.
Captain coming up to plate had a single first time up.
And it's going to get another single here as it's down the left field line and cut off perfectly from Mike as a fighter. And we're going to see a pitching change here for the Mechanic Fives.
Yeah, that is going to do it, as Mechanic Fives would really like to keep this a 4-run game. So this call to the bullpen is brought to you by who sponsors it? I lost my
Christ,
copy.
Christ, I can't find it. To hell with it. Oh, man, I had to say that, Rick. Oh, I love me some Major League. Rest in peace, Bob Uecker.
Bob Uecker and everybody else as well. 1 hit?
Right? All he got was 1 gosh-forsaken hit. Can't say gosh-forsaken on TV. Don't worry, no one's listening anyway.
Yeah, nobody is listening. This to all of us here that are currently on the streaming platform. So hopefully we have no hot mics on. All right,
we certainly wouldn't want that.
The action here. Fridays scored 2 runs in this game, had 2 singles. Will be the next batter up. First challenge for round of 2-5 as we get back to the action.
Right, back to the action here with 2 outs here in the 9th inning and a runner on first, and that'll be the short way. It'll go 5-4 as Lana Bean makes the play to retire the side. Last chance for the Adirondack Mechanic Fives, down 4. Here we go.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and see if they can't complete the game here. Try to get things done. 5-4 on the force out there to Fred, or 5-4 down that out, and yeah, so you gotta wonder here how the Mechanic Fives are gonna try to get this. I mean, they did score 5 runs in that 8th inning back in game 1. But
yeah, this is a tough ask here, Rick. You got the bottom of the order here, 6, 7, and 8. You would imagine there's going to be a pinch hitter for the pitcher. This is a tough ask here. I mean, to get 4 runs here, they got to somehow try to get back to the top of the order where the thump is in this lineup. And we're going to see if Angel can get out of this slump.
It's going to be one of the tougher things. One of the things also to note about Adirondack Mechanic Fives, have you noticed something about this game for Adirondack Mechanic Fives?
Well, the only runs that they've hit have been solo home runs. They've hit 4 solo home runs. And the thing is, the Bunnies have also hit 4 runs, but 2 of them have been 3-run shots.
That is the difference maker of this game. Brought to you by Jackbox.tv. We'll have more Jackbox fun coming up here later this month. There, I think we got our required plugs in here. If the sponsors don't eat us for dinner. All right, bottom of the 9th coming up here. 6, 7, and 8 hitters due up for the Adirondack Mechanic Fives with Lost Cartman.
All right, here we go. Last chance here for the Mechanic Fives as Mooners and Phoenix 5 trying to pick up the save here, which would be 2 2/3 innings of work was in there when it was a 1-run game. So this is still a save opportunity as that pitch is outside. 2-0 here to the 071 hitting Angel here, and inside again, 3-0, so potentially a chance to get on base here for Angel. The pitch, it's a fly ball down the right field line. It is foul. Will it be in play? The answer to that is no, so it'll be 3-1 now on Angel.
Good time to swing at it, though, at a 3-0.
And
there was foul.
Yep. So now the count is full on Angel, and here's the payoff pitch. Back to the first baseman again for the 3rd time in a row has hit it to the first baseman as Z-Man will retire Angel, and Angel struggles unfortunately continue. 2 outs left to go here as Mike is a fighter who hit a solo home run earlier is up.
As a 1-1 count, that solo home run coming in the 7th. That is the last run that the Mechanic Fives have scored.
Oh boy, great pitch there. That caught the outside corner there. 1-2 now to Mike as a fighter. Just misses the inside corner. I thought I had the strikeout there, but it's 2-2 now to Mike. Here's the pitch outside. The count runs full to Mike is a fighter. They got to see if the Mechanic Fives can get a base runner here. The payoff pitch inside ball 4, and that is the first walk on either side here, Rick. And they are going to change pitchers here, so no save unfortunately for Moonrise and Phoenix 5, but this could be 2. It's 5-4, but they can't turn the double play, so it is now going to be the pitcher, Anachu, the last hope for the Bunnies, who hits a fly ball to right.
Outta here.
And it's gone. A 2-run home run for Anachu, the pitcher, hitting a home run. And this game is not over yet, Rick.
Pitchers who rake as we go to the top of the lineup with T. Murdoch.
Oh, how I miss pitchers who would hit in the National League. But this game is over. That's it.
3 unassisted. 8-6 in favor of the Spiral K Bunnies, and it's now a 2-2 record for both teams after 4 games.
So all you who predicted the road team to continue their dominance here in this game, in this season, you were right again, and that makes me right again because I went with the road team.
Oh, look at you boasting.
Of course.
Ending the game, 2 runs, 1 hit. Nobody was left on base. And what a game for the Mechanic Fives, an attempt there. But the Spiral Cape Bunnies, thanks to those 2 3-run home runs, Yarn Dragon Tracy in the first inning and drew a conclusion in the 8th inning to win the game to even out the record.
I'll say this, today's player of the game, in my opinion. I know some are going to say Yarn Dragon Tracy for the 2 home runs, but my player of the game here is Drew a Conclusion. I mean, hit that back-breaking 3-run home run and showed off amazing defense at third base. You know, without Drew a Conclusion, that might have been the Mechanic Fives game there. So that's my MVP of the game.
I would have to agree on you on that. That is definitely my pick for player of the game as well. Before we wrap things up, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the standings. It is now 2-2. As the series will shift back in, the Spiral Cape Bunnies will be the home team. Can the home team finally win a game, Lost Cards fan? What is the problem with playing at home?
I don't know. There's just that aura of playing home. I don't know what it is. Like I mentioned, we saw this in the 2019 World Series, and we're seeing it here. And, you know, there's your top batting averages of the league. Fred Coughlin leading with a 579 average. Yarn Dragon Tracy, a 529 average at that 2 home runs, now leads the league with a massive 6 home runs now on the season. But why the home team's not winning, I don't know. We're due. I think we're due, Rick. Maybe it'll happen in game number 5. Time will tell.
One thing to note about this here, you notice how it's kind of interesting. If you took a look at the numbers back when the after game 2, that looked like that the Mechanic Fives were the dominant team. They had most of the players up there towards the top of all these categories, and now that look at the top 4, they are Spiral K Bunnies.
Yeah, absolutely here. I mean, you've got the top 4 hitters. They're all hitting over 500, and now nobody's hitting over 500 for the Mechanic Fives. And then here's you see the home run count. Tracy Dragon now 6 home runs, leading the lead. Bizzle, Malchior, and Smile now all have 4. And Tracy, 4 RBIs, go well out into the lead on Bizzle, who's in second place. 12 driven in on the season. Very impressive.
And look at that earn run average. Look at that. The Auto Chew 3 is definitely dealing some great stuff. Now they just got to work on the other end of the pitching aspect for the Mechanic Fives.
God, it looks like you have an ace and then a bunch of number 6 starters in that rotation. My goodness gracious.
It's just all the players got hammered with all those home runs that were scored. I mean, we've seen a lot of runs be scored in these first 4 games. What is the next game going to bring? I guess we'll find out tomorrow. Tomorrow, a double header.
Oh, that'll be a lot of fun.
They're going to play 2 games. What time am I going to do those 2 games? I guess we'll find out at some point in time. I got to figure that stuff out. But, Lost Cards fan, You want any closing thoughts as you get ready to pop out of here and get ready for your trip to Minneapolis?
Well, I'll tell you what, looking at that Ariana Chu right now, you're early candidate to win that Cy Young Award. I mean, will the road team win every single game? I don't think so, but it's going to be a mystery that no one's going to be able to solve until it happens. But I'll tell you what, those home runs, we saw it. 9 more home runs today. 6 home runs now for Yarn Dragon Tracy. Can anyone stop Yarn Dragon Tracy? We'll find out if that happens in game number 5. And I am looking forward to it.
People go through warm streaks. They go through cold streaks. If Yarn Dragon Tracy continues to be hot, that's great. I think Angel of Sin's going to pop out of their cold streak at some point in time. But for now, we'll see what the night brings for these two teams. They play 2 tomorrow on the 4th of July. Laz Kurzman, thank you for joining me. Is there anything you want to plug while you're still here in the booth?
No, I think that's about it. It was a pleasure being here in the commentator's booth with this very exciting Baseball Stars season, with the chat participating, donating all of those carrots to you. And this has been a lot of fun so far, and I can't wait to see what the rest of the season offers.
All right, that's going to do it for Baseball Stars. Have a wonderful day.